We've got an MLS Super Draft preview for you today, and I'm Rachel Vigil. The MLS Super Draft presented by Adidas starts on Friday, January 11th. 2 WAC stars are projected to go in the top 25. According to multiple websites, Seattle U's Sergio Rivas is picked to go in the top 10.
With the goalkeeper, Rivas brings it back. The shot and a goal scored.
Another name you might recognize is Air Force's Tucker Bone. I had a chance to chat with him about the upcoming draft and the challenge of attending the United States Air Force Academy.
So do you pay any attention to any of the draft boards, or do you kind of tend to stay away from those?
I tend to stay away from them, but it's pretty hard. A lot of the guys, at the combine, we check them out, we try to get as much feedback as we can, and coaches are pretty on the down low about, that sort of thing.
How was the combine from your point of view?
It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I'll never forget it. Just the level of soccer, all the accommodations. The MLS had us staying at the Ritz-Carlton. So all the accommodations we had there were quite amazing.
You're in a little bit of a different situation than most people because of the Air Force. So I guess, did you know that you wanted to go to the Air Force before you knew that you wanted to play soccer? Or how, growing up, what was that like?
Yeah. Growing up, I played competitive soccer pretty much my whole life. Every team I had been on growing up, I was one of the better players. And at the time, it was, I had a dream of playing professional soccer. I always thought that would be a very cool thing to do. However, I don't think everybody else, knew that was one of the dreams I had. So growing up, it wasn't as known, and I didn't have as many connects I should have been making, because, it's a lot easier to make it professionally if you start off from a very, from a younger age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of senior year out of a college, teams are, pretty skeptical, and it's pretty tough to make it at this age, believe it or not, even though we're still pretty young. Guys who end up having longer careers are usually guys who, get into the league or are on pro teams by the time they're 18 or 19. So, as when I was making that decision of where to go, I figured I better have a pretty good plan B. And, when Air Force approached me and sent me an email wanting me to come out on a visit to check out their campus, I was going to keep an open mind and realize that, going to the Air Force Academy would have a service commitment, but it would set me up pretty well should, the professional soccer not work out. That's kind of what drove my decision. I had some mentors in my life at the time that were, guiding my decision, but were leaving it up to me at the same time. And so I definitely don't regret my decision.
Nice. And you had mentioned that growing up you wanted to make it into the pros. What's it like having the realization that you could make it, and very, very soon?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of woke up this morning and was thinking about some of these interviews I had today. It just kind of hit me all of a sudden that, my whole life I've kind of had this goal of being a professional soccer player, more so a dream. This past year, it's become more of like a goal, but still, my whole life living this, playing soccer to the highest level that I could, and, having that dream of being a professional soccer player, it's kind of, just up in the air somewhere, it's out of your control. It doesn't seem attainable, essentially. And, waking up today, going to be hanging out most of the day, pretty nervous, honestly. Probably won't go to sleep till very late tonight. And it seems unreal. And it's like, you can't really describe it. I mean, unless you've been in a similar situation before, it's pretty incredible. It's like if you had Christmas only once in your life, and you know, tomorrow's Christmas.
That
And
is
so,
a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
yeah, so like it's like everything you ever wanted, like all the presents you ever wanted, or you know, anything you've ever like dreamt of, and you could potentially get it tomorrow, or you could not. It's an incredible feeling for sure.
That's a lot of stress, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of stress, but you know, at the same time you gotta take it and enjoy it, and so that's what I've been trying to do to the best of my ability.
That's a good way to look at it for sure. Tucker, I'm excited for you, and hopefully Friday goes as planned and everything goes well, but I will let you enjoy the rest of your day. Try to
Okay.
bring down the nerves a little bit. No worries.
Yeah.
Like you said, you got a plan B too, but best of luck on Friday.
No, yeah, thank you so much.
No.
I look forward to playing you in FIFA.
Yeah, we'll have to set that up sometime for sure.
All right.
All right, have a good one,
Have a
Tucker.
good day, Rachel.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
We wish all the athletes going into the draft the best of luck. You can catch the first 2 rounds on Friday, January 11th at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. You can see it live on MLSsoccer.com, the official MLS app, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. For the WDN, I'm Rachel Vigil.